All right. Well, welcome everybody, and thank you all for watching. All the Stetson alumni, parents, friends who are going to tune in and take a look at this. We're very excited to have Dr. Ron Fulmore with us this afternoon to spotlight his Hatter Own business. So first, Ron, if you just want to give a little intro to Hatter Nation about yourself, your time at Stetson, that would be great.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Dr. Ron Fulmore Jr. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and I'm with Fulmore Chiropractic. I went to Stetson University in 2002 and graduated in 2006. And I went there for a men's soccer program. Went there on a soccer scholarship and had an awesome time. I'm from Orlando, Florida, and right now our Fulmore Chiropractic business. We are family owned. I'm second generation chiropractor, and I'm just enjoying what I do.
Awesome. So Ron, tell everybody a little bit about what you studied and what you were involved in while you were at Stetson.
Again, there was a lag. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it's okay. So just let's tell everybody a little bit about what you were involved in at Stetson, what you studied while you were in school here.
Yeah, when I first went to Stetson University, I was integrative health science. I got rid of most of my prereqs for chiropractic college. I kind of had an idea I was going to go to chiropractic college, but I remember I counseled with my dad, and he kind of advised me, this is a business. I think that, since you got your prereqs out of the way, I think it'll be cool to get that background in business, and you can kind of bring what you learned there to the family business. So I switched over to business management, and I graduated with my business management degree. And it was cool when I was there. There wasn't a chiropractic college near me. It wasn't one in the state of Florida. I kind of was on the fence. Am I going to go to college? What am I going to do? As far as am I going to go to chiropractic college? And they built the college 30 minutes in Port Orange from where I lived. I had a house in DeLand. And it was almost like I was being guided that way to go to chiropractic college. So I applied, got in, kind of the rest is history.
Yeah, so what was that like moving and shifting from integrative health science and then going over to the business side?
I thought it was cool. I mean, I always had an interest in business. A lot of the science, I love science and math, and a lot of it is memorization, rules, and studying and learning the systems. And then, business is just learning a lot of the principles of marketing and management, and accounting. And I enjoyed it. I think, a lot of that I got to kind of apply to our business and look at our business even while I was in school. The idea of branding was like a new thing when I was in school, and I got to bring a lot of that to the family business because, at the time we didn't have a website, we didn't even have really a logo. It's kind of the old school word of mouth kind of system. So we got to bring a lot of that to the family business, and it's been great for us.
Absolutely. So and then you were a member of the men's soccer team, correct?
Yes, I was.
So what was that like as well, being a student athlete while you were in college?
It was awesome, man. I really enjoyed that experience. I think it really trained me to deal with adversity, deal with teamwork, deal with leadership roles. Kind of we had a lot of ups and downs through the 4 years, but we ended on our fourth year winning the conference tournament. And it was the first time in Stetson history, and we got to go to the NCAA tournament, which was like an awesome achievement. And it was just, we were kind of the underdogs during my final year there, so it was like it was a great victory for us. And it kind of, a lot of that kind of is transferable to the business world too, just dealing with adversities, dealing with ups and downs. Look at what happened with COVID, and what's going on right now, when we just kind of get together, we figure out a game plan, we pivot, and we make it happen. And a lot of those skills I feel like I learned on the men's soccer program.
Yeah, absolutely. So then what was it like transitioning after college and then getting into the professional side of the world?
It was cool. I mean, it was interesting. When I graduated chiropractic college and I got my doctorate, I was 26 years old, and so I was young. Every time someone came in, they're looking at me like, "Okay, where's the doctor?" You know what I mean? I'm like, "I'm the doctor." So I had to kind of like get used to that role, and really like accept and uh, realize I have an authoritative role. People are listening to me. People want advice. People want to learn what's going on. And even though I'm 26 years old, I have a lot of knowledge and I have a lot of background with me being in the family business, me growing up in the profession, and kind of transitioning into that. It was different for me, and I had to, like I said, I was 26. I've been in school for 8 years straight, and I'm just out. And then now I'm working straight to work. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
there was no really break at all between school. My dad's like, all right, you got it. Let's go to work. You know what I mean? But it was awesome. It was great. It was great though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So just take us through a little bit, like what it's been like, how you talk about it when you first got out of college and you were 26, got your doctorate and everything, to now being, 10, 15 years out of school. What's it been like, going through all that?
It's awesome. I mean, they say when you're doing something for 10 years, that's when you really, it's cool. I've been going on my 11th year right now. And like, I really, I mean, I knew what I was doing all the way through, but I really feel comfortable and confident. Even we're expanding a lot more. We're looking at things on a higher level. I'm having a little bit more deeper conversations with my dad about the future of the business, and it's a really cool stage that we're at right now. And I got I'm right now I'm married. I have two kids. I have a 4-year-old son and a 4-month-old son. So I'm looking at things a little differently from when I was 26. So I'm looking long term. I'm looking, what how can I build maybe something for my son, and so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So really, a lot of the
Yeah.
goal here for what we're, trying to do in things like this Had Our Own Business initiative is to share with the Stetson community the great work that our alumni are doing and what they're passionate about in their professions and everything. So how can we as a Stetson community support, Fulmore Chiropractic? What can we do to help support your business?
Yeah, I mean, we are locally in the Central Florida region. We have 3 offices. We're in Altamont Springs, we're in downtown Orlando, and we're in historic Sanford. So we have those 3 locations, and with that, we provide chiropractic treatment. We provide something called stem wave therapy, which we treat a lot of joints and arthritic joints, osteoarthritis with this new technology we have. And we also have vitamins as well. It's called See More Life, SEA morelife.com, in which we do multivitamins which we could ship nationwide as well. So if anybody wants to get involved in that capacity, or is they need wellness care, have any arthritic issues, even just wants to perform better. We treat a lot of athletes as well. Come to our clinic, and just mention that they kind of heard us, know, on this Hatter highlight, and it'll be awesome to hear from that. And even if anybody has any children or any athletes or any students that are interested in chiropractic care, I would love to just kind of give advice and give a little bit of mentorship as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a really good pivot to, we'll kind of close it with a couple questions here. So one, as far as a family business goes, what advice would you give to any students now that might be at Stetson looking into potentially getting involved with their family's business or starting a family business of their own down the line?
Advice I would give is just, always keep it fun, That's one thing me and my dad try and do all the time, because we bump heads and we have, difference of opinions at times, but one thing we always say is, we have the same mission. We may have different visions, but as long as we have the same mission, we're all trying to get to the same place. So I know you're not against me, I'm not against you, and we respect each other's opinion. Always never lose respect, you know what I mean, for each other, because
Yeah,
you can bring personal issues involved into the business, or you can bring the business issues into personal, and it could get messy. But I think as long as you're able to communicate and to say, hey, let's have dinner, let's have lunch, and just talk it out, I think you'll be good.
absolutely. That's great advice. And then You talked a little bit earlier about, on the student athlete experience side, what advice could you give to current student athletes when, whether it's just in competition, if they're struggling, on the inside with, what they might be going through on the field, or dealing with being an athlete and having to worry about schoolwork and everything, just, how do you balance that?
I think one thing you got to realize is that what you do on the field and what you do and you're going to do in the workforce, a lot of that's going to be very similar. Don't take for granted that. Don't think they work in separate silos. When you are killing it on the field and you are fighting adversity, you're really helping yourself in the business world because a lot of those skills are going to stay with you and they're very transferable. So don't what you're learning in the in the sports program that you're in is very valuable. And you're going to be ahead of most people when you manage. Don't take that for granted. And a lot of people in the business world are seeking, collegiate athletes because of that, and they know that. So I don't think you should stress on that. I think you should just enjoy the moment. You should have fun. It's going to be there and gone. A lot of my best friends are some of my teammates on the soccer program, and we still hang out. We still play soccer, so just enjoy it. Because those are going to be some of your best friends moving in the future.
Absolutely. And then we'll close it with, one of my favorite questions to ask any alumni that participate in any of our programming or anything. What was your favorite part of being at Stetson, and what have you taken from Stetson and, kind of kept with you your whole career so far?
I would say easily is going to be, what I love about Stetson. It's a small school. Everyone kind of knew each other. I really enjoyed that. I don't know how well I would have done in a huge scene of are the teammates, the people that I went to school with, my roommates from my freshman year. I stayed at Gordis Hall. We had a lot of fun, and I think that it's going to be the friendship for me. A lot of my closest friends, like I said, are from Stetson University, and I think having that going to a small school was an advantage, and I appreciated it.
Awesome. Well, Ron, thank you very much. We appreciate you taking the time, and we're certainly happy to highlight you and your business. And we look forward to sharing this with the Stetson community and, finding ways for them to stay involved with you and keep connected with you. So this is great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.